I say yet? Yo, hey, YouTube frogs hanging out. If you guys enjoy your stay, feel free to drop a like and a sub. If you want to watch the original video without my commentary over it, feel free to tap in on the first link in the description. And if you want to tap in, come hang out with us live. Second link in the description is my Twitch stream. Yeah, come watch me play some games. And I apologize in advance because the audio is probably going to be messed up because I'm listening to this through speakers and I have headphones, so I can't mix the audio very well. Yeah. For bed? Oh, no. You're a good gangster. I'm going to be playing that game. Hopefully, the next time you come in, I won't be doing reacts so long.
So it's been a pretty rough week or so for Xbox, and you know what they could really
Stellar Blade, yes, that's what it is. It's Stellar Blade is the booty game, yes.
use is like a W, just something to have a win. If only they had some big game or something that they could latch onto and show everybody, yes, you're frustrated with what we're doing, but we have something awesome. And here you go. If only there was something like that. Well, you see, there might actually be something like that, but the team that handles the marketing over at Xbox seems to be dedicated to preventing anybody from ever hearing about it. I'm of course talking about Hellblade, which
Oh, dude, sorry, I'm covering up Luke. My bad, Luke. Yeah, dude, it's crazy that Xbox has literally had such bad PR, and then they're like, yeah, well, could we advert this bad PR that we're having right now for shutting down 4 studios that really probably didn't need to get shut down, realistically, because we have a boatload of money? Or could we let people focus on that? Or could we promote the new game that's coming out? Yeah, I think we just let it simmer. Yeah, I think we don't even, like, talk about this game. We post one screenshot on Twitter. Dude, you should just have me on a Doom stream. Oh, yo. You be playing Doom like that? Because I'm down, bro. I'm down. You already know I'm always trying to get the homies on stream so that chat can meet my goofy aw friends.
is a game that's slated to come out on the 21st of this month. It's supposed to be out in less than 2 weeks, and basically nobody has heard a damn thing about this game. And the only thing that Xbox has done is send out the occasional tweet or retweet something else that somebody posted, and that's about it. There's been no marketing campaign for this game, and it is shocking. This trailer that's on screen right now is from the Game Awards 2019. This was the showcase to demonstrate how powerful the Xbox Series X and S were going to be. Look at what the next generation of gaming is going to be like. Yes, it's in-engine, but still, this is what the future of gaming looks like. And that was, at this point, 5 years ago. The game had already been in development for 2 years before that. All told, it's been in the works for roughly 7 years. Is expected to be between 7 and 8 hours long when all is said and done. And despite reportedly costing hundreds of millions of dollars, especially when you factor in the acquisition cost of buying out the studio, this game is getting no love. When you look at everything, no part of this makes sense. Either they have internal metrics and they expect this thing to flop and so they're not going to waste any money on it, or they are throwing this game out to the sharks. And listen, I'm saying this as somebody that really liked the first game. I loved the original Hellblade. I did a critique of it. It's one of like the first bigger videos I ever did on this channel. I love the original game.
My hypothesis, and maybe Luke is going to get to this, I think Xbox just wants to close Ninja Theory. I think they straight up don't want this game to do well, and then be like, oh, well, sorry. Your game didn't do well. Oh, sorry. Oh, you guys, oh, you won a bunch of awards? Oh, and the game sold moderately well? Oh, and it's reviewed very well by its player base? Yeah, Tango Studio had a game like that, too, and we cut them anyways. Bye-bye, Ninja Theory.
And I love Ninja Theory as a studio. But this small series of tweets is basically all we've seen for this game in the last month. And prior to that, there was like a preview event that IG...
Dude, Xbox try not to close a game studio challenge. Difficulty level, impossible.
IGN, for example, got to go to. And in that video, they describe it as a beautiful nightmare. They describe how it's very, very visually stunning. It is cutting edge when it comes to graphics, as you...
Oh, chat, by the way, unless something comes up, I will without a doubt be playing this game on stream. I haven't played the first one, but I have the first one, so if everybody really likes it, then we'll go back and play the old one. I know nothing about this, but it sounds like they bought the game studio just to shelf it. That's pretty much what they did with a lot of the studios that came with Bethesda's. Not Bethesda GameWorks, but like Bethesda, they're like publishing, right? Is that what it's called, right? Whatever the umbrella is. They closed. What did they buy? How many studios did they buy from Bethesda, technically? Was it like, let's see, there's id, there's Bethesda Games, there's, holy shit, I'm blanking on the other ones. But there was also Tango. Oh, there's Arcane Austin. They closed Tango, Arcane Austin, and then 2 other studios out of those devs. Because they were like, oh yeah, well, we have Activision now. So we're just going to, like, this other company that we bought, yeah, we'll just shut down, like, half their game studios. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Oh, what? One of the game studios put out a successful game last year that won a bunch of awards and sold relatively well. Yeah, let's just shut them down. Story's pretty good, too. Yeah, dude, I've heard amazing things about it. Money Mars, what's up, homie? How's it going? Welcome in. Chucky, thank you, Luke.
You would expect. And that's reaffirmed by how they've presented this game. Pretty much all of the preview events, all of the little like developer directs that they've done, everything focuses on the fidelity, the motion capture, the performances, all of that stuff, which I'm sure is phenomenal. But as we all know, there's a little bit more to making a super high quality and well-received video game. There's all those pieces that have to fit together, and then gameplay, and it all has to be fluid and immersive, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot that goes into it. But with all that said, there's just something weird going on.
Nah, it's not considered competition, at least from what I know, because Activision is like Call of Duty. Well, they bought Blizzard, or Activision, which is also Blizzard. It's like Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, right? Is that how it is? I'm fucking mixing up all of it. But yeah, it wasn't like a competition thing from what I know. Snoopy, what's up, homie? How's it going? It was just basically they didn't want to keep, like, these studios were trying to staff up for their next projects, and they didn't want to do that. They were like, oh yeah, no, we're not going to do that. And we're going to move these people from this studio over to Bethesda and a couple other studios so that we can get Fallout and the Elder Scrolls quicker. Which, by the way, I'm here for, if that's genuinely what they're doing. If it can be good, is my thing. I think if they rush another Fallout game, it's going to be ass. Nobody's going to like it. Like, you know? Damn, they for real canceled me. I see how it is when I make a good content gamers. Yeah, dude, they were not a fan of Redfall, bro. I don't know basically anything about video games. Oh, dude, that's okay, Lemonade. That's all right. You'll catch up relatively quick because we'd be talking about it from time to time. You got it so far, but I swear Blizzard is going to close its doors very soon. Do you think so? I just don't think they will because of WoW. I think WoW will always be able to hold them, you know? Didn't they say they were thinking about giving the next Fallout to Rocksteady, who made New Vegas? I don't know. I'm pretty sure Obsidian made New Vegas, though. Or no, they did make New Vegas. Unless Rocksteady was like a parent company or something. When I was a kid, I didn't like video games because they were for boys. Oh my god, dude. That's fair. Honestly, I had a friend that I used to talk to. A friend I used to talk to. Somebody that was formerly my friend. And I would like talk about football a good amount. And she was like, yeah, I used to really like football. And then my mom told me that football was for boys, and then I didn't like it anymore. I was like, what? Your mom was just like, nah, you can't like football no more? Nah, I get it, though, dude. I'm trying to think of what I didn't do, because I was like, that's for girls. Make sleigh outfits. It's like, that's for girls. Slang's for girls, dude. I can't do that. I'll think of something else.
With Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. There's just something off. Everyone started memeing on Xbox when they posted...
My favorite tweet was somebody quote tweeted this and said, fucking, oh my god, what is it? Marketing is my passion.
Posted on the 8th. This is shortly after the news of all of the
I didn't show emotions because that was for girls. Duh.
layoffs and everything happening. They posted a picture of Senua with the title of the game and a date. Not even a link to their website to pre-order it or to pre-download it, nothing like that. They just posted a picture and everybody started joking, marketing, wow, biggest promotion this game will ever get. Can't believe they also closed their marketing department. Like it boggles the mind. The day after, they did post a more fleshed out little advertisement. They posted a little video trailer and a little wish list splash screen and the link to it, which again is at least something. I would argue this is the bare minimum, but I guess for Hellblade, it's the star treatment. And what's really shocking is that Xbox has done marketing before. They gave Redfall the star AAA treatment. That game was everywhere before it came out. Same with Starfield. Starfield was everywhere.
Well, the thing about Starfield, and he might say this, I might be beating him to the punch here. Starfield was the game that was supposed to make Game Pass literally explode, which it upped their sales, but from my understandings, it only upped it 1 or 2%. It was not as big of a deal as they were hoping it was going to be, which I also think it's just probably because people were like, oh yeah, maybe I'll get Game Pass if the game's reviewed well, because Game Pass is for the Ultimates, I pay $18 a month, which includes Xbox Live and shit. I don't know how much the base version is. They were probably I'll wait and see how the reviews are. If it's okay reviews, I'll probably get it. And then literally everyone was like, this game fucking sucks. Which, I was watching a video about it the other day and thinking about it, Starfield isn't that bad, okay? It's middle of the road. You can enjoy parts of it, okay? I talk about it like it's the worst fucking game I've ever played. It's not. I was just hoping for an authentic Bethesda game experience, and that is not really what I got out of it, because the world is just a bunch of copy and paste a lot. The characters, in my opinion, from the little bit of time that I spent with the game, were pretty shallow. That could be my own fault, but yeah. Now that I think about it, I haven't seen any Xbox game ads since Diablo. Yeah, which is crazy, because Todd Howard is a marketing snake. Dude, he is quite the guy. Dude, that's fucking funny, Lemonade. Do you play games now, Lemonade? Honestly, hope people full-blown hate plays this game to force them to recognize that they need to try better and shit with this. You mean Starfield? We play it and blow it up so they have to consider that people will want this? Oh, are you talking about Hellblade? Yeah, I mean, that's the main thing that I saw on Twitter after the Tango shutdown, or at least the main conversation about Hellblade was this is the game. If you're gonna buy a game, it needs to be this one, to show Xbox that people still want this game, or want games like this, which they've literally said that they want games like that. They literally described fucking Hi-Fi Rush as the type of games that they want, Apparently, Starfield and Halo Infinite are borderline confirmed to be coming to PS5. So if they do, I'm going to play both. Yeah, that's the other thing is Xbox is, shifting their strategy. Weirdly, Maddie Plays said it. I was watching a video yesterday driving home. Basically, Xbox isn't, doing this shit out of greed. They're doing it out of, need to survive. They are, not... nothing is working the way that they want it to right now. Which, I don't know, some people will probably say that Maddie is very biased towards Xbox because he's been a big fan of it, but yeah. Not as much as I would like to, because my computer isn't set up yet. Also, I like Minecraft, which is such a full circle moment for me. LMAO, dude, that's fair. I remember trying to play fucking games on my old, shitty laptops as a kid. I feel you on that one.
Blown up with all sorts of advertising, both online and then also in retail settings with big posters at GameStop and Best Buy and places like that. And Hellblade has just gotten nothing. An hour ago, I put up this poll because I just wanted to know how many of you guys had actually seen any marketing.
I wouldn't have seen marketing for this game if it wasn't for people making fun of the Xbox tweet.
for this game outside of Xbox streams and stuff like that. And I was planning on leaving this up for a full day, but I got impatient and wanted to talk about this this game and all of this crap. So I just decided to make the video. Check on the community tab, I guess, when this video goes up, see what the vote count is up at that point. But I mean, this is pretty telling. 92% of people out of right now just 4,300 votes, but I have a community that's pretty in tune with gaming, and if 4,300 people are saying that 92% of them have not seen any marketing for this game, that's pretty shocking, especially because this is supposed to be Xbox's big game for the first half of this year. There's another thing that's a little bit weird with Hellblade as well, which is that the studio co-founder and like one of the directors for the original Hellblade that I think was responsible for making it really stand out and just be cutting edge, especially for the time. That was a guy by the name of Tamim Antoniadis, I'm not sure. But this guy, head honcho at Ninja Theory, founder, very hands-on within the development of the first game. And naturally, when there's preview events for games like Hellblade, a lot of media that goes to those events are looking for the game's directors and stuff to interview them. Because it's usually in those interviews that you'll find out some of the most telling things about a game. Like when I went to that Avatar Frontiers of Pandora preview event, I got to interview the gameplay director.
Oh yeah, do we have, like, what was the general census on the Avatar game? I was pretty much like, yeah, I'm not gonna play this because I haven't watched the new Avatar movie and I haven't watched the old one in like at least 5, maybe 10 years, right? Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I feel like it came out a really long time ago, the first one. Anyways, and also I was like, I'm not giving Ubisoft $70. Did anyone play it? Was it good? I didn't hear like overwhelmingly bad things about it. I also didn't hear overwhelmingly good things about it. Far Cry, but with blue people. That's honestly exactly what I was expecting. That's like, without a doubt, exactly what I thought they would do. They'd be like, oh yeah, we'll just fucking throw it in the Far Cry formula. Yeah, we'll reuse the map assets for Far Cry 6. Yeah, fuck it.
For that entire project, and I asked him what the most important gameplay system was. What was the system he thought players were sleeping on that was gonna tie the whole game together? And he said the cooking system.
What?
The cooking system. It was
no, you're kidding. Good one, Luke.
It was quite telling. Once I had played the game, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not sure if this is going to come together, if the cooking system is the key to all of this. And sure enough, it didn't really come together in a beautiful pad thai or anything. It just kind of was there. Anyway,
is he talking about the Avatar game? Sorry, I was so distracted with chat. My bad, dude.
It's beside the point. The reason I bring it up is because usually at these preview events, you can interview the people that are most directly responsible for building these games out and the creative directors. And
it was a very average game. So kind of like middle of the road, like Starfield, where it's like, it's not the greatest thing ever. You can definitely have fun with it, but it's also like, don't get your hopes up type shit.
Studio founders and stuff are usually there as well, and you can talk to them. However, when Forbes, IGN, and all those guys went to this preview event for Hellblade, they noticed a suspicious absence. They noticed that Tamim was not there. And there were positive reactions. People really liked the game. People thought it was really shocking and stunning. I mean, like, May cannot come soon enough. I can't remember the last time a game preview left me so excited to dive into the full experience. Like, very glowing previews, but it was odd because Tamim was just not there. And when they asked the rest of the Ninja Theory staff where he was, they just said, oh, he left the company.
Dragon's Dogma 2 has some of the best cooking, though. Devs actually took IRL cooking of different meats and threw it in the game. That's sick. Oh, I think I saw that on Twitter, yeah. Seems like a fun for little then gets dry fast type of game. Yeah. Thinking about it now, I wouldn't buy the Avatar game or Starfield to have in my like Steam library unless it's like some sort of like holiday sale and it's like $20 or $30. And even 30 is pushing it. Like if I see one of those games for $20, I'm probably gonna go, yeah, okay, I'll cop it. Like not Starfield obviously because it's on Game Pass and I have Game Pass, and also because I bought it outright like a dumbass because I was like, oh, there's gonna be mods for this game. Oh, it can't be that bad, right? Like they learned from Fallout 76, bullshit. I told myself and then spent $90. yeah, I wouldn't take a risk and spend $60 or $70 on there or buy an extended edition. That's pretty much my thing with all AAA games now. That's why I didn't buy Dragon's Dogma, because I really was interested in Dragon's Dogma. But the thing is like, I was like, nah, I've been burnt so many times recently by AAA or big studios, like pretty much fucking me over. I am not gonna buy this right now and like fuck my shit up. Or, spend money that I really don't have. Sorry, I was looking over at chat and also Subway Surfers. I'm getting totally distracted. Dude. And I decided that that's a necessary purchase. That's fair. Yeah, I might. If Dragon's Dogma, like if I see it for like $40 on Steam or some shit, I will almost definitely cop it. Because I did like the first one a decent amount. Even when I was younger and I like was really bad at video games, it was still fun for me. Okay, I'm sorry, I keep pausing so much, dude. I just like these conversations. I gotta play more Helldivers 2. I know they just had a whole situation with the PlayStation account and everything. It's like bombing and all that, but like, I need to make some content out of it. I paid 40 fucking bucks for that thing. I played it once.
A little while ago, which happens. Normally, it's like a red flag when an executive or game director leaves in the middle of production. Normally, that would be
yeah, they did revert it, which I saw, which is good. That's a W. I'm glad that they actually listened.
Really concerning. But in Tamim's case, I think there's a couple of extenuating circumstances. For one, as I said, he was one of the co-founders of the studio, and Microsoft is reported to have spent $117 million acquiring the studio, and that was revealed in 2018.
How much do you think the co-founder got paid for that? Like after like taxes and it all like went to like everybody that worked there, right? Because is that how it works? We didn't think maybe not. I should not think about it. How much do you think the co-founder got though?
And what we know is that Tamim worked on the early like pre-production phase and stuff for Hellblade 2 and left shortly after, which would time out pretty well to like working on it for the first year from 2017 to 2018 after the studio is bought. And then he took his tens of millions or whatever his cut was and went off and started living a party lifestyle. And I actually looked up his Instagram page, which is public. You can actually find it yourself too. And he actually just like is posting pictures of him on like pirate ships and partying with like a bunch of girls. More power to you, dude. I mean, it seems like he is living the dream. He built.
Bro made Hellblade, some other games, turned up one time, got the bag, and then started his own harem. Wow, man. What a dude. What a guy.
The game studio made a ton of money selling it to Microsoft, and then he left and now is just on boats partying with girls in their 20s. So props, dude. You did it. You won life. So some people have said like, oh, he left because he knew the game was going to be bad. I don't think that's what that is. I'm going to be honest. I think he just got a big payday and went off to party. I don't know. Maybe he'll see this video and comment below. And
after taxes, probably 20.5 mil or more now that I see the Insta. Yeah, dude, I was about to be like, dude probably got like 5 mil. And then I saw the fucking yacht. I was like, oh, maybe he got a little bigger cut than I was thinking.
Be like, no, the game's gonna suck. Or he's gonna be like, hell yeah, I did. I'm living my best life. I don't know. My feeling is that he's probably just off partying because he got a big payday when they sold the studio. That being said, that's just one little weird thing in this broader bush of weird things about Hellblade 2.
Bush?
So frankly, putting all of it together, the departure of
George W. Bush? Watch this drive.
One of the head honchos at the studio, Xbox's seeming ambivalence towards this game, the non-existent marketing campaign, and the extremely protracted development cycle all stacks up to me to say that something is just frankly off here. I've been trying to figure it out because on the one hand, I think Hellblade 2 looks tremendous. I think graphically it looks stunning. The puzzles look super, super cool. The combat, while I'm sure very repetitive, just like the first game, seems to have undergone some changes and shifts to make it a little bit more streamlined and less frustrating. And I think they certainly have tackled this game with a much bigger budget and a much bigger scope, and all of that's great. But there's just something odd about it. And it all reminds me of a saying, which was never a tribute to malice, that which can be adequately explained by stupidity or incompetence. And in light of a lot of Xbox's recent decisions, I'm starting to think that incompetence and stupidity might just be more likely. So when I look at something like their complete lack of marketing for Hellblade 2, I could interpret that as, oh, it's because they
Bet, Envy, big bet, bro.
know that the game's going to be terrible. It's because they know something that we don't. Their internal reviews show that this is going to be a disaster and they don't want to put money into something that's going to be a failure. We could say that, attributing it to like a malice or some sort of big master plan or conspiracy. Or it could simply be that they just don't really know what they're doing and are trying to cut costs any way they can, including with marketing for the biggest game they've released this year. And this rule of thumb applies to many, many different things. It doesn't have to just be like Xbox's incompetence when it comes to marketing Hellblade 2. It can also come out with studios releasing buggy or broken versions of games, like something like a CDPR. Like, was it this big, evil, masterminded plan to sell people a broken game? Or did the executives just honestly have no idea how broken it was because everybody around them were yes men who didn't want to give them bad news and didn't want to upset the big boss man, so they all just kept their mouths shut, and then there was a disaster as a result? In my opinion, it's more likely that it's the latter, that sometimes there's just miscommunication or dysfunction that leads to cascading effects that are much more damning and damaging to the broader.
Dude, yo, my ADHD is crazy. I literally am sitting here like, yo, what he got in his hand though? I don't know what it is on my fucking brain today specifically. I've just been doing the most like tism shit.
Enterprise. And in the case of Hellblade 2, I am worried that an otherwise great game could potentially suffer under the weight of something beyond its control. Because at this point, all of the preview events that have happened, that is to say, the one preview event that has happened, the feedback from that event was extremely positive. People thought the game looked and played tremendously well. They were super excited to see how they would actually flesh this out into a final product. And Ninja Theory has some amazing world-class talent. There is no debate about that. These guys really know what they're doing. And they've been given pretty much as long as they want to make this game. Almost all of the red flags for this game are coming directly from Xbox and their marketing approach for this game, or seemingly lack thereof. And this is the part that I think is really, really crucial. And if there's anyone out there that works at Xbox who ever sees this video, please listen to me, baby darling. Listen. There's an old...
Whoa, calm down, Luke. Okay, I'm getting a little excited. My pants are getting... My shorts are getting a little tight, brother. Okay? Don't call me baby like that.
Saying in politics specifically, it goes back to a political strategist from the 80s. And the saying is, perception is reality. And the meaning of that saying at the time was that if voters think that a candidate eats puppies, that's what you have to deal with, right? Like, it doesn't matter if that's true or not true. You have to deal with that perception. If everybody sees you as a crook, you have to deal with the perception that you're a crook and handle that. Even if it's not true, people think it's true. And so you have to handle it that way. And in the case of these games and within marketing and business, the same rule generally applies. If you have a game like Hellblade that is, in fact, really, really good, it doesn't really matter if the perception is that Xbox themselves don't think it's good. They think it's bad, which is why they're not marketing. It doesn't change the fact that the game is actually really good, but you have to deal with the perception that not even Xbox believes in this game. Not even Xbox wants to spend money on this game marketing it. So why should I spend money and time playing it? You know, you have to deal with the perception. And the...
Dude, YouTubers, YouTube reviewers, YouTube fucking Let's Players are gonna have to do the heavy lifting for Ninja Theory. It's basically what I'm like theorizing in my head right now. If this game is good, it's gonna be like content creators that have to do the heavy lifting to make this game like be able to, or this company be able to sustain after this, because clearly Xbox is like, they are trying to cut all costs that they can right now, because again, they're not in like greed mode, at least in my opinion, from looking at it and hearing what like Maddie's been saying, because he's been paying a good attention to it, right? Maddie Plays, the one and only. It doesn't sound like Xbox is doing this out of a greed thing. It sounds like they're literally just trying to survive. And you can look at the fact that they don't have any exclusives anymore, or they're getting rid of a lot of their exclusives to go to PlayStation, you know? Like, it makes sense, or like, to me at least, that they are in survival mode. I'm still waiting on that Greylock reaction. YouTube comments make him do it. Yo, Is that one of the analog horror series? Dude, I gotta tap it on that. I gotta stop doing these silly little reacts one night.
Message that Xbox is sending to gamers about Hellblade 2 is that they don't think this game is worth spending money on marketing it.
Did
and
I?
If they don't think it's worth spending money on it, if a $3 trillion company in the form of Microsoft does not think it's worth marketing and spending money on it there, why should gamers feel like it's worth spending their own money on? And I know it's like it's Game Pass, whatever. You're still paying for Game Pass. It's not technically a free game. You are paying for it. And the real tragedy of this is that a game like Hellblade 2 could be tremendous. It could end up being a 9 or a 10 out of 10, but it could still be a commercial flop simply because Xbox has no idea what they're doing right now. It is extremely likely that Ninja Theory has been working for 7 years on a game which will not be for everybody, but that will be incredibly impressive in many, many ways. And despite that fact and all of the crazy amount of effort that went into its production, the game could still be considered a failure because Xbox, their parent company, was incompetent. And this brings us back to the core problem within Xbox that they're dealing with and will continue to deal with. If a studio like Tango Gameworks, they put out the best game according to critics that Xbox had last year, and they were shut down a little over a year later because Xbox didn't think it hit their targets or was dissatisfied with it or just didn't like the studio. Who knows why they closed them? They've offered many conflicting explanations of what they thought of Hi-Fi Rush and the
Polly, what's up, homie? How's it going?
studio and all that stuff. So who knows why it actually happened? But the perception, because again, perception is the reality you have to deal with. The perception is that if you are an Xbox studio, you can work your ass off and
An ADHD Switchblade fidget toy? Yo, I need one of those. Yo, what's up, Lynn? How's it going, homie? Half asleep, about to nap again? My man. Dude, I'm about to play Star Wars for a little bit after this video. Now I'm about to... Oh, shit, I gotta edit shorts. Fuck. I was gonna say I was gonna hit a crazy nap, but... Eventually, I'm gonna hit a crazy nap, dude. I'm gonna go silly on it.
put out an amazing game and still lose your job.
Yeah.
Still have your studio shut down simply because they need to trim the fat in the budget a little bit. And
I
that
think
is
so, Polly.
no way to create a culture of creatives that feel comfortable and confident they can pour their heart and soul into a project. That's how you create a soulless corporate machine that's just chasing revenues for quick and easy profits to...
Which is why, again, I feel like every time we watch a fucking Luke video, or every time we watch a video about current gaming, I'll say it again, dude. That's why we need indie devs and AA fucking studios, dude. So that it's not corporatized. They're doing it, especially indie devs. They're doing it all by them fucking selves. It's usually crowdfunded by people who think that the idea is fucking good. That make whatever the fuck they want, full of passion, you know? We don't need these corporate, humongous corporate entities, you know? Because Xbox, again, I mean, they are trying to survive right now. I don't think that they're going to be like, oh, yeah, dude. Here, yeah, no, guys, take all this time that you need to make your game. Oh, here's all this money. No, we believe in you, yada, yada, yada. Especially since they shut down Tango, again, Tango and Arcane Austin, you know? I don't know. I'm going to be playing Dark Forces, the remaster.
Boost bottom lines. That might work for Microsoft when they're pumping out Call of Duties now. That might work when they're trying to pump out, you know, the latest update to OneNote and Microsoft Teams. It does not work when you're trying to create pieces of art, when you're trying to tell stories, when you're trying to build universes for people to explore and fall in love with the characters that inhabit them. It's no way to build video games. And unfortunately, it seems like Microsoft thinks that they can run their gaming divisions just like they run the Windows 11 update team. And that is one of the biggest blunders that they could possibly make. And it could literally drive all of their creative production into the garbage disposal, because no one is going to feel confident working at Xbox now. Because even if Hellblade is an amazing 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10 game, it could still end up with Ninja Theory being shut down simply because Microsoft didn't market it enough and didn't support them in the way they needed to. And then they decided it wasn't worth keeping open, so they shut it down. So naturally, they're going to end up with talent that...
Or Ninja Theory could put this game out. It could be reviewed very well. It could sell okay. And Microsoft's going to come out and say, oh, yeah, we love this studio. We're not shutting them down. They got good ideas. We're excited for them to be a part of our roster of studios. And then a year later, shut them down. Or 6 months later, shut them down. You know? Like they did with fucking Tango in Arcane Austin.
Leaves are going to end up with people not working those extra hours that they might have worked otherwise, not pouring their heart and soul into it as much as they might have before because they don't know if it's actually going to pay off. And that...
Also, for any YouTube viewers, any YouTube frogs that might be on their way to type up a little message in the comments, or maybe you already hit send on an Xbox apology comment, I got one thing to say to you. That's what you're doing to a $1 trillion company. Or wait, is it trillion? Did he say 3 trillion?
That is just...
$3 trillion. That's what you're doing on a $3 trillion company. Anyways.
Sucky. And it's something that would be
Let me back
soul
up
into it as much as they might have before because they don't know if it's actually going to pay off. And that is just sucky. And it's something that would be wholly avoidable if they were to look at this from outside the bubble that they are in, sitting in the corporate headquarters evaluating budgets and spreadsheets. I really, really hope for the best with Hellblade 2, but my fear is that even if it's a great game, it could still be a failure and it could still lead to major repercussions for Ninja Theory. And that's a tragedy that would be unspeakable. I mean, it would be such a waste. And I hope to the gods of that realm that that doesn't happen. But unfortunately, it's now a possibility that everybody's dealing with. I think there's something off with Hellblade 2, but I think it's more fair to say that there's something off with how Xbox is treating Hellblade 2. And that could be because there's something wrong with the game that they see internally, or it could be Xbox just doing something stupid because that seems to be a hobby at this point. So I'm not sure, but I think we can all agree that something is weird with Xbox's treatment of Hellblade 2. And while I think the game looks really, really solid, and I think that it will probably please a lot of its more diehard fans of the franchise, I'm worried. That's gonna do it for me. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like the video, hit that like button. It takes a second, it really helps me out. I would greatly appreciate it. And with that, I'm gonna go eat some dinner because I am a hungry boy. So thank you for watching. I love you. I cannot believe I just said that. Thank you for watching. I love you all. See you in the next video. Hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.
Dude, I love Luke, bro. He's honestly, like, I don't know. He's just inspirational to make more content and, like, make whatever the fuck I want. If you watch, like, his videos, he talks about all sorts of different shit and does all sorts of different shit. I like it. Inside of gaming. Getting reports that they just started posting YouTube and Reddit ads late this morning, lol. Oh, shit. Member 2 years, 17 months. Wait. Why is the TV account subscribed? Okay. Due to unexpected recent events, Senua 2 will be praised by critics in public. Then as a reward, they're going to close Ninja Theory. Yep. You make a terrible game, Microsoft kills your studio. You make a blockbuster game, Microsoft kills your studio. Yep. It's going to be sad once they close down Ninja Theory. Here's the thing. I am very, very, very hopeful that they don't. I'm very hopeful. I'm holding out that they don't fuck around with this. I hope that, because I really do think this game could, at least if GameSpot is not capping, dude, there's a good chance. And everything that I've seen, this game looks good. I know the first game everyone fucking loves for the most part, you know. So I think that this could be an 8 or a 9 or a 10 out of 10 for a lot of people. So I really hope that they don't fuck up and end up closing the studio. I've seen precisely one ad on Reddit for Hellblade 2, and that's it. A bit ago, I had this experience. You know, I was thinking about this weird-ass game, Hellblade. It was really cool. Oh, yeah, the sequel is coming out in, like, 2 weeks. Huh? I've never seen the slightest mention of it anywhere. No trailers, no press, no nothing. It's fucking wild. Yeah, I feel like also in the fucking gaming industry and, like, for gamers, they love, like, a lot of people love, like, especially people who are tapped in on indie games or AA games, they love the first Hellblade. Like, I have heard, anytime that I talk about Hellblade, people are like, oh, yeah, I like that game. Oh, yeah, that game was cool. Oh, yeah, that was an interesting game, like, at minimum. I don't know, dude. It's fucking weird. Yo, what's up, Evwet? Sorry, I just saw your chat. Oh, fuck, that was a while ago. Damn. When you hiding in that corner, I almost didn't see you. What? I feel bad, dude. It didn't come up on this chat. What the fuck? On their way to type up a little message in the comments. Maybe you already hit send on an Xbox apology comment. I got one thing to say to you. That's what you're doing to a $1 trillion company, or might be on their way to type up a little message. Ah, beautiful. Thank you, Austin. That was. That's not real, is it? This. No, I'm out. No, I'm out. Nah, there's no way. There's no way. That's her name? Is that her name?